Okay, it's one thing to declutter and organize your environment, right? That is the theme of this month, and that's what we've been doing over at ADHD Big Brother. But what happens when the clutter and the chaos is inside of our brain? Yeah, not good. Not okay. So why don't we gear up and clear up some of that cranium clutter? You are listening to ADHD Big Brother, the podcast for adults struggling with their ADHD and their depression and anxiety and blech. I'm your host, Russ Jones. I'm an ADHD coach, and I run the Platinum Award-winning community coaching of the same name, ADHD Big Brother. And I also have ADHD and depression. It's craptastic. Welcome aboard. Let's learn some stuff, laugh at some stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, here's some stuff. Alrighty, welcome to the podcast. I'm just going to have a quick nip of the water there. Thank you. We're still in April. I hope you guys are having a great springtime. It is springtime here. March 20 to June 20. That is Northern Hemisphere springtime. So apologies to my Australian amigos. Sorry, Mick, Tina, Matt, you guys over there in the Southern Hemisphere. I'm not here to judge hemispheres. I'm just saying autumn. It's autumn over there right now. You have autumn in April. I don't even know how to communicate to you guys about the weather. Our leaves are coming into full bloom. Yours are going away. Like, it's such a disconnect there. Before I get too into the woods with the mental health update, I want to share some friend news. My good friend and collaborator, Antonia Bowring, maybe you've heard of her, executive coach, author of 2 amazing books, Coach Yourself, which I love saying that. That's my, oh, you want me to coach you? You want me to be a coach? Why don't you go coach yourself? All right. I just like saying that. And her second book, which we adopted in our community, is called ADHD Success Planner. It is a super affordable ebook. It is a must read. I cannot stress enough how amazing it is. And it's like $7 or $6. It's really, really inexpensive. I'm going to put the link down there in the show notes. But if you ever wondered how I weekly plan, that is exactly how I weekly plan. I do a dirty version of it. And that's how we do it in the ADHD Big Brother community. We have a weekly planning space fully set up like Antonia's process. Brilliant. But the reason I'm bringing up Antonia is that she's writing another book. Yeah, and you can help her. The book is entitled Leading with ADHD, The Profound, Practical, and Physical Journey, and she's crowdsourcing insights from ADHD leaders about their journeys. I took her survey. I got interviewed. It's awesome. If you're an ADHD leader, please take her survey. I'm going to put the link to the survey in the show notes. It's at www.surveymonkey.com/r/leading-with-ADHD. Your opinions and your experiences matter, and she's so grateful for your time. And 2 lucky participants are going to win a $100 Amazon gift card. So that's awesome. Link to that also in the show notes. Alrighty. So this is a perfect episode to give a nice, juicy mental health update. It's basically, this whole thing is a mental health update. Here's what I'd like to share about your old pal, Rushy Jonesy. On the positive side of things, let's start at the positives. On the positive side of things, I have been taking Wednesdays off. You know, as a solopreneur, you're working all day, every day, all the time. So forcing myself to take Wednesdays off, which is awesome because it coincides with my son's day off, and we get to go on hikes. We get to hang out. We have the opportunity to spend time together, which I love. It gets harder when they get older. Like, he's 19 now. So it's an awesome opportunity to get to spend time with him, and that does wonders for my mental health. And then also, I have been spending time playing Minecraft with Alistair, which is so much fun. And we're also both learning Spanish. He's really learning Spanish. I'm doing Duolingo, and I'm, doing the best that I can. But this kid he loves Spanish class at school. Every day he talks about the things that he's learning. It's super awesome. And so that has been wonderful. And then also on the ADHD Big Brother side, I'm feeling a lot of pride in the work that I'm doing. I'm super fortunate. I'm super happy that I get to be of service. And I can't tell you guys what a huge deal that is for my mental health. It's I get like that I'm really sinking into my calling, like what I feel is my purposeful work. And if I didn't have that going on, I guarantee you my mental health reports would be brutal. They would be no bueno. Building ADHD Big Brother, it's like building it into this community, into a hub of adults with ADHD, learning and sharing, like getting our shit together. It has been some of the most profoundly rewarding work. It's amazing. And all it takes is for people to show up. The people who are logging in are getting their shit together. That makes me so happy. Case in point, Mick, shout out to you, buddy. He has earned this last week Skull Spaghetti Master Badge, 100 days in a row in the daily accountability group of doing the thing that he said he was going to do. I love that. Seeing people overcome hurdles, knowing that it's possible, right? I love learning people's techniques, takes on solutions. You want to succeed with your ADHD. Here's a pro tip. Get an accountability buddy. Both of you externalize your accountability with each other. That shit works. And I love being in there and learning from people who are struggling to get past day one. Like the struggles are where the insights live. And so we get that from each other when we talk about it. And it's rad. Yeah, I say rad. It's awesome. It's totally tubular, man. I'm a kid from the 80s. Back off. Okay, so then on the flip side of the mental health, what about the bad news? I'm supremely sensitive. I don't know if you guys know this about me. I'm really, really sensitive. You may have heard the term rejection sensitive dysphoria, RSD. I think they called it getting butthurt when I was a kid. It's not an actual diagnostic term. Many of us with ADHD, we have this incredibly strong emotional reaction to feelings of rejection or criticism. Anybody? The term's a bit dramatic for my liking. So, I mean, I get the rejection part. I get the sensitive part, but dysphoria. I don't know. It's a little bit much. Maybe rejection sensitive blues. Maybe rejection sensitive overreacting. Or I don't know. Maybe dysphoria is the right word. It means profound sense of unease. So yeah, I guess maybe, right? I don't have to like it. So this past month, I've been very prone to the unease. I'll tell you what it does to me. It completely clutters my brain. It creates a pit in my stomach and it makes me profoundly uneased. I'm not a fan of the unease. I like things to have ease in them. I'm pro ease. What I would love to do with this episode is talk about some of the ways that I declutter my brain and the things that I'm working on to put a little more ease in those profoundly uneased moments. And then who knows, maybe you'll share with me what works for you. And then guess what? Now I get an extra tool in my toolbox. I have two angles that I want to come at this with today. Like the first angle is the doing of stuff. The mental clutter of, what do I do? What do I work on? What should I be doing? Or what's the right use of my time? Which, what of these is a shiny trap? And which one of these is something I should get done? Or who's going to yell at me if I don't do it? Nothing feels right. Oh my God, what do I do? There's that one. The way that I handle that has gotten quite a lot easier over time. If things become too clogged and I can't seem to get a handle on my world, I'll do a brain dump. I'll set a timer, obviously, because timers rule. And I will purge every thought, every idea, every should, every could, every did, every goal, whatever's swirling. I'll get it out. A nice little 10 to 20 minute time to work session of word vomit. It feels good to get it out of my head. It's like the equivalent of emptying a doom pile, right? Or you take a junk drawer and then you just empty it out onto your bed. And so, yeah, the drawer is nice and clean now. But there's still a mess to deal with on the bed, but at least I can see it. I can see it all before me, and it's easier to figure out. Then what I do is I'll go through and apply some kind of a prioritization situation to them. Some kind of organization of the data, if it even needs it, because some stuff is just random thoughts. That particular process is one that changes for me. Like whatever seems the most fun at the time. I know we all love to have the system, but systems, they come and go. I'm cool with myself about that. In ADHD land, the more tools in our toolbox, the better. That's why community is so freaking awesome. It's ideas, man. Like shit will work great one day and then not the next. And then what? I got to feel like crap because I couldn't make a thing stick? No way. I choose acceptance of the fact that it happens and the ability to iterate or pivot. There's a number of ways to get the same result. And the result being the best use of my time right now is what? And that's how I get the to-do clutter out of my head for tasks. It's on a need-to-do basis. Now, what about rumination clutter? The RSD clutter. Oh, that's the tougher one. For me, oh my God, how about you? I'm not a therapist. I am not a licensed doctor of the therapeutic art forms. There's your caveat. Now, who wants to jump into their sandbox with me? Who wants to get dirty? Make some sandcastles? I read a thing or I saw a thing. I'm not going to link it. You can Google it. Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor was talking about how like biochemical reactions, our emotions, these chemicals flush out in 90 seconds. So if somebody rejects me, that initial, oh my God, that technically only lasts about 90 seconds. But what I like to do is have a really debilitating rumination session that keeps activating that biochemical reaction. So it's not just about feeling rejected and moving on. It's about feeling rejected and then dwelling and feeling rejected and dwelling and feeling rejected and deeper and on so that the emotion, it doesn't necessarily flush out so much as it consumes me. Hashtag not fun. I find that very interesting. It says like I'm creating my own nightmare for myself, a feeling that I can't get over. It's wonderful. That's lovely. Do you guys ever do that? So here's the stuff that I have played around with. So we're all different human beings, so things will work differently. But back when I was actively in therapy, I really liked EMDR. That's the eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. I like EMDR better. Sounds better. But the way my therapist did it was we'd have these little diodes in my hands, and they would alternate. They would vibrate left hand, right hand, back and forth. And so I would go, while that's happening is I would be reliving a traumatic situation that I was struggling with and then reprocess it in a more effective or ideal way. And I always left those appointments totally lifted, feeling totally good. But, you know, as with everything, the effect tapers off. And I'm not in therapy at the moment. I do highly recommend it. I am a big fan. I think everyone should be in therapy. I'm just rogue at the moment. I'm out of the cage. So for my own RSD cluttery thoughts, I have found the best way to get on the other end of the 90-second cycle. The 90s. That's just, I don't know. It just doesn't sound real, does it? I could maybe throw in with like, okay, it's really strong emotional reactions. They last about a half of a day. That would still also seem pretty fast, but that would make more sense. The 90 seconds. My average historically has probably been like 2 to 3 days of staying in a fully reactionary mode. But listen to my words. I'm not a scientist. So she says 90 seconds. I'm going with 90 seconds. That sounds dreamy. Like you reject me? Okay, fine. You got me for 90 seconds, bro. Then I'm over it. The way that it resonates with me is that the goal here is to get on the other end of the destructive thought pattern. So I get butthurt, and then I think butthurty things, and then it gets worse and worse. The thing that works for me it's first self-awareness, knowing that I'm feeling butthurt. So knowing that I'm feeling majorly rejected. And then from that place, I can't zap myself out of it. So I reach out to my core people and I share. I get perspective. That's so helpful. Distraction helps me big time. I historically have chosen less ideal distraction methods, the drug type thingies, the drinky type thingies. Doesn't help. One that I like right now that I find to be healthy is guided meditations. That's good. I use an Insight Timer. It's not a sponsored thingy. It's just, there's probably other apps out there, but it's just the one I use. I get some person in my ear telling me what part of my body to pay attention to. Let them tell me how to breathe. Slower, deeper. Okay, good, fine. It gets my attention off the butt hurtiness and, put some soft jingly jangly piano waterfall melody thing in my ear while you talk. Great. Take me on a little spiritual journey. Maybe that will help me not feel so fucking rejected. And it works. Between talking it out with people and then the guided meditations, I'm also really into Minecraft right now. I play it with Alistair. We have some badass add-ons that we play with, and I've been building a huge redstone item sorter for you fans. In survival mode, thank you very much. I don't believe in creative except to test theories and then to build them in survival. Case in point, little side flex here. I found a place to kill the wither on the bedrock layer in the overworld. If you know, you know. You get it. I've done it twice. It makes me feel good. Guess what? Guess what I'm not thinking about when I'm building in Minecraft? That thing that dude said to me. So healthy distraction is a great way to allow my body to cycle through those shitty emotions, and it works for me. The last time I got really butthurt, I would say it lasted a day. A little bit longer than 90 seconds, not ideal. But in that day, I also had on and off moments, so it ebbed and flowed. But what the 90-second situation doesn't account for is how powerful my brain is. You know that reticular activator system thingy? You know, like where we decide, I'm going to get a Volkswagen Beetle. And then, suddenly you see them all over the place. That's what my brain does for shitty things. It's like it's always filtering out the positive on the quest to find some shitty data to prove I'm a piece of shit. So in these situations, self-awareness, man, that goes a long, long way. If I can be self-aware enough to know that my brain is being a dickhead, then I can use my tools and be like, okay, thoughts aren't real. They're just neuron flickers in my skull spaghetti. It's my brain doing its thing to keep me alive. It perceived a threat. It juiced me up with the chemicals. Okay, and I'll take it from here. The damage has been done, so let us regroup. The brain is just like a clumsy intern. All excited, brings everybody coffee, spills the coffee everywhere. What an internal mess. It's like, I was just trying to get everybody coffee so we could all just do a good job. And we're like, okay, Toby, we got it, Toby. Thank you. Thank you for the attempted help. Maybe just go file. Maybe just go work on the files or recall. Maybe perhaps you could remember things. That would be phenomenal. Like, we don't need all these chemicals you're spilling everywhere into the system. You know what I mean? You're making everyone uncomfortable. Thank you, but no thank you. So those are my two big mental clutter situations. Basically, the to-do-y thing with the brain dump and the RSD thingy with the self-awareness situation. That's my summary for you. Anyway, I'd be curious how you guys handle your mental clutter. How do you do it? The to-do thing is just so simple, and yet it is the hardest thing to move forward on. So if you need help with your accountability, I cannot promote enough getting an accountability buddy. Somebody externalize it. If you need help with that, we're here for you. There's 61 of us in there right now at ADHD Big Brother, all with ideas, tools for your toolbox, holding each other accountable. I love seeing the friendships being made in there and the accountability partnerships happening, friends connecting. It fucking works. It really does. If you really want to get your shit together, all you got to do is show up. That's it. And make it known what you need help with, and then watch. That's the bare minimum. Log on, post in the share your insights and struggle space. I'm having trouble getting started on tasks. And then you watch. People will tell you what works for them. I'll point you to resources in the community. And then the nudging to move your needle forward, shame-free, begins. That's how community is supposed to work. I'd say the big selling point is that it's risk-free. You can try it out for 7 days or 8 days. I don't care. Or 9. If it's not for you, just let me know. Let me know before I spend the money on the ADHD Big Brother bills. What is that, 10 days? Oh, and then if you get this in time, I'm doing a body double session Tuesday at noon Pacific time. It's a declutter session, so the audio will be on. And we can shoot the shit while we declutter together. I can meet you while I work on decluttering my files. That would be fun for me, and I love meeting new people. Alrighty, guys. So I'm going to get to editing this, and then I want to play Minecraft with my son. Done and done. And I hope you all have a fantastic week. Reach out if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Try not to butthurt me, but if you do, you only get 90 seconds. That's not true. Half a day max. Half a day, but don't do it, all right? Thank you for listening. Hope you find this helpful. And if you do, please share it with your ADHD friends, and I shall talk to you